sweetheart.
All
Thank
right,
you.
hold on. I got to call. I got to call. What's his name? Tasty. Hold on.
Okay, you guys come over there.
1 second. Let me get my other people. Let me get all my people from. Oh damn! Why you ain't tell my people? Why you
I'm
pointed the camera?
Greedy. I'll mute you while I do my introductions. Okay.
All right.
I'll mute you. Take care of whatever business you have. So okay, so in case y'all don't know, this is Greedy's new page. His old page was gone. We'll get into that a little later in the interview. So please, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow that. Below me is my co-host for this event, and that's comedian Trina B. If y'all don't know him, definitely make sure y'all follow him. Again, I am Shakie, and this interview is basically his side of a story that's been going wild on BIGO for the last, I guess, let's say 2 weeks. That it's a story filled with a lot of twists, turns. There's accusations of abuse. There's accusations of fraud. There's accusations of pregnancies and abortions, and it's a torrid tale from almost beginning to end. And we've heard in detail some of the women who had interactions with the person that is sitting to my right, or your left, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the person sitting to my right, and that is the one you're gonna be in 1 second. And so what we'll do tonight is hear his side of the story, because usually there are two sides to every story. Usually there are three sides to every story. Their side, his side, and the truth. And so what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna have a candid, open interview with that. Also, let me. So, Greedy, I did say that I was gonna make sure that you are admin, and if someone of your choice is admin for this, so they can be in the comments to dictate somebody of your choice, and you can tell me who that is now. Comments, you will be, please, if you can, keep it cute, whatever you, and it's just for all our guests because they all have admin and they'll be able to kick you and you will not be able to hear what goes on. All right, so at this moment we'll go ahead and answer. I want to let me I'll unmute you, Greedy, because we have to. But I'll introduce Trina B and we'll get started with the interview. What you got, nephew?
No, I
What you
just
got,
no, I just want to tell you. Make sure you let Tasty Mocha up. See if you see her. It might be too full. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like, anyway, she on the way over here. Make sure you let
Okay.
her up. And Miss Diverse, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I love a lot of y'all, but I only get to choose one. And I already promised somebody for this interview way before this shit started. So Miss Diverse in the comments, make sure she get that admin, please.
Gotcha. Tell her if she wants. Okay, I see it now. All right, so she will be your admin for this event. All right, so.
Yes.
All right. At this time, I would let my co-host Trina B introduce himself, and we'll get started in the interview. Go ahead.
If y'all don't know me, I am comedian Trina B. Message show in the morning between. Um, also, I'm an internet influencer. But I want y'all to be respectful and be very respectful. I don't want no trolling because this is right the issues that's going on with them. So we want to be mindful of that.
You break it up, Trina B. You break it up.
You're breaking up real bad, Trina B. I don't know if you can fix that at all or what, but it's. I don't know if you just go
Let,
ahead and.
let,
Okay.
let me go down and come back.
Okay. All right. So, with that being
Miss
said,
Diverse.
make sure y'all follow the entire panel, and also if you can, if you don't be mean, send a bean. If you pussy clean, send a bean. If y'all niggas up in y'all dick clean, go ahead and send a bean. We're gonna go ahead and get it in candy in there. Greedy, tell us who the hell you are and
All
why the
right.
hell.
In a second, I'm gonna turn my camera on. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the dramatics. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a show, you know what I'm saying? All jokes aside. But my name is Abdul. You know what I'm saying? My name out there, it is what it is. But my name Greedy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? I'm from Baton Rouge. Like I said, I've been doing this little BIGO thing for 4 months, and obviously y'all can see the effects I done made on here in 4 months. And I think that's all I have to say. As far as tonight, as far as this interview, all I'm really focused on, I'm not worried about bashing nobody. That's not my intent. People that already did that. The only thing I could do is just come up here and tell my side, and that's what it is. Shaky, you said it better, auntie, earlier than I ever said it. I say it all the time on my Instagram, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's three sides to every story. My side, their side, and the motherfucking truth. Y'all only been hearing one side of the story the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's only, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm going to say my side. I'm not really worried about how somebody else feel about me or you know what I'm saying, that shit just don't affect me. The way somebody else think about you shouldn't affect the way you move in life. People make mistakes and move on past it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Quick
where Trina
question.
B at? Trina B
Quick
took a
question.
drop and ain't never get to come back in the ocean.
Wait, as soon as he get back, I'm gonna let him know. Question: where you get the name Greedy from? Why is that name for you? Just
Greedy. Because like the things that I did, and like I was always greedy or hungry for the things I did. Like as far as like my music career, I did the things and went to an extra length that people my age weren't doing. When I was 13, I got on the China bus with no money, with a suit and a briefcase. I had a prostitute bitch that looked bad, that had a long dress on with jewelry, you know what I'm saying, looked like a little model. We went all the way to a record label to portray this image as an artist and a model with me, just to try to sneak my way in the doors to get a meeting with a director. You know what I'm saying? Them are the type of things that I used to do when I was young, because I used to like to chase my dreams. I was greedy. I was hungry. I took the extra step and the extra mile that people was too afraid and too lazy to do.
check this out. A lot of what people attribute to some of the things that we've heard about, and we'll get into that in a minute, they say they attribute to when you say like you're young. What was childhood like for you? What was growing up? You said you had to get it out the mud. Why were your
Right.
parents involved, or what was going on in your youth that you say kind of gave you the inception of being greedy yourself? What kind of love did you receive from your parents?
Um. Well, to be honest with y'all, I grew up like I was gonna try to be in the other room, y'all, but hold on, the kitchen grease is flying too loud, and I'm pretty sure y'all want to hear that popcorn grease keep popping and shit. So hold on, let me set up my line somewhere else. But like I was saying, so basically, to be honest with y'all, my childhood was basically more like foster care. I grew up bouncing like between. All right, so originally my mom have 8 kids. You know what I'm saying? She lives over there in Cuba. Apparently, she moved over into the U.S. now. I don't know. I haven't spoke to her. I seen her come up on the live like how many months ago was it, Shakie? They found her. But anyway, she had 8 kids. She had me when she was young. She gave me away to my grandmother. My grandma was crazy. She used to lock me in the room, put bars on the windows and locks on the door. And goddamn, she wouldn't let me have anything. The only thing I used to have in the room was books and notebooks. She knew that was the only thing that made me happy. So sometimes she would come in the room and throw all that shit away. And I don't know, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, as I got older, like when I think I was like 11, my first time I ran away. But I went to school. I came back with a screwdriver and took the screws off the lock off the window just so I can get away. But it just like that first moment of freedom, that first time I ran away, it was just like it was over from there, because it's just like once I was outside the house, like damn, this would it feel to be free, not being locked in. I just kept running away, kept running away. They locked me up in like a detention center, you know what I'm saying? Until they sent me to court. They asked me what was going on. I told them I'd rather be in jail than go back to their house. So they put me in foster care. I went from mental health facility to mental health facility for kids, you know what I'm saying, until I turned 18. Most of the time I was on the run taking care of myself.
Okay. Go ahead, Trey. You have something.
I just want to ask you a question. Do
Hold on,
you
hold on. You do.
your
Go ahead.
acting?
You breaking up, Trina, real bad.
I'm breaking up real bad.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Right there. You got it right now.
Okay. Do you think some of the outbursts of your very aggressive attitude from being
Who's that?
raised by or
Hold on,
some?
Trina. I'm trying to hear you, Trina. Your thing keep going out on you, man.
Oh,
I can't hear.
Okay.
I can't hear that joint. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah.
Hold on. They said they
Right
want me to
now.
cam up. Let me put. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick while he fixes his phone. I don't know what's going on.
So,
it's
so
better.
a little.
1 second, y'all. I'm gonna cam up for y'all. Hold on.
Okay. Take your time. We hear you, and he'll come up in a moment, y'all. So let me ask you this. So you go through this life. You get introduced to social media.
Right.
So how did you? And you find this app, of course. Tell me.
Um.
Go ahead.
Well, to be honest, like when I first came to BIGO, like my brother had brought me on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically showed me like, you know what I'm saying, how much money he was making off of here. He told me what I could do. And in my mind, when I first came to the app, I just, all I thought about was like my music, you know what I'm saying? That was my, you know what I'm saying, my focus. So the first thing I was thinking of, like, you know what I'm saying, what I could do to use this platform to elevate my music. You know what I'm saying? You can ask
So,
Savannah. I don't know if Tasty Mocha gonna get here, so you can add Savannah if she is.
Trina B, is that okay with you to ask Savannah?
Long as it don't be aggressive, I don't care. All I'm saying, Savannah, unruly. We don't have this interview. That's all.
Savannah, if you can't get in the queue, please. I know there's how much is this? I'm trying. Oh my God, the queue is amazingly full. We're not adding people to the interview as of now. So please, if you can, just get out the queue. You will not be added. And Savannah, if you want to come up, you can come up with that one. All right. So when you say okay, so you found this app as a way to market yourself musically. When you say brother, who are you speaking of?
Money Man.
Okay. Is this your biological brother or is this more like a philosophical brother?
Well, to be honest, like I'm gonna go ahead and say y'all something because it is what it is. Like I'm gonna go ahead and wake it up. All right. When I came over here, for people were like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know anybody. I told y'all, like, when I went away from my grandma, I was living, like, by myself most of my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I met, like, Money Man, like, when I was, like, I think I was, like, 13. You know what I'm saying? And got down. And basically, like, he always been, like, an older brother to me. You know what I'm saying? So he always made sure whenever I got in trouble, he always gave me advice. He always tried to help me move forward. And like to be honest with you know what I'm saying, the way I grew up and the way, you know what I'm saying, people shift in and out of my life and you know what I'm saying, the way I done went through the system, I guess I could say that he's like one of the only consistent people who'd have been there the whole time. So when we did come to Bigo, he was like he did tell me like just to say, yeah, we was real brothers just because like he knew how this app was. I mean, I ain't know anything about this joint, like you know what I'm saying? Shit, when I got on here and they was telling me stuff about him, shit, I ain't even know that till I came on here. Shit, it was gagging my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing, I'm just thinking this shit like a regular app. All I'm thinking about is the money he telling me he making off here. I ain't thinking about like, you know what I'm saying, what he doing on here or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's what he told me to say and that's what we went with. And you know, and I ain't had no problem with going there because like that's what I call him anyway. It has never been anything other but that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So as far as like well, how he acted, as far as like when that situation happened, like you know what I'm saying. Now people, it can start to make sense to some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why he did that? Because at the end of the day, like his video career was flopping, it was failing a little bit last month. He won't really get when the Bigo started new rules. All the hosts couldn't adapt to that. All the hosts couldn't make the changes, still make the same quota. Everybody couldn't keep doing the same thing they was doing without trading and shit like that. And he was one of them. So he had called me while he was on live. He called me when the situation first happened with Karma. He was live, so it was just like he was looking for attention from that whole situation. I guess he tried to use me to make a bean. He tried to go up on the little live while her mother was talking about me for cloud. They didn't let him up. He ended up looking stupid. It was just, you know what I'm saying. So now it's just to the point like he done changed over me on B. I didn't know that man since I was 13, but Bigo done changed that man. So it's just like he switched
So
over me over some money.
okay, so basically he is which is okay, a philosophical brother that was somebody in your life that was explaining, introduced you to this app as well as someone you could count on and confide in until he saw an opportunity to use your
Right.
relationship to his advantage, and so you have since disassociated with him. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Cause like once I seen you do that, it's like damn, like niggas been through everything, but you let them you let some money goddamn get in your head to you know what I'm saying? Look like I'm cool, like you know what I'm saying at this point.
Okay. Um. So moving forward, can we talk? We're gonna get into you get introduced to the app, and then of course you get introduced to Leah, and we want to talk a bit about that and how that is. Before we do that, we're just going to take a moment break to introduce our co-hosts with S's. Again, Trina B and the incomparable Savannah Maria Garcia. If you want to just introduce yourself briefly and tell people who you are and what's going on, and thank you for coming and assisting us with this today, Savannah.
It's the El Paso Princess, Savannah Maria Garcia. Thank you for having me, Greedy. Thank you for requesting me. And I love being over here with Shakie, but girl, you already know about this girl. Anyways, I'm here to be very professional. I know how, and I just want to ask questions before he meet and Leah.
Okay. So you have a question before he
Oh
goes
yeah,
into.
yeah, yeah. Because I have seen Greedy when he first got on the app. You know, with all the drama. I just want to say that when I first met you, we didn't know nothing about. Oh yeah, we did know about Money Man, but everybody said that wasn't your real brother, and
Right.
you was out there fighting. You was out here in L.A. First you was with Malik, and
Hmm.
we wanted to know why you was with the gay boys. You was with Malik, then you was with Mashanti. Then when you was with Mashanti, that's when you
Hold
had
on, who is Shanti?
Mashanti is Mashanti is his name's Sean over here.